and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we have another matchup here with the Fiji Fight Club, and today we're going to be showcasing Blissey again. With this time we'll be playing up against Eternatus. So without further ado, let's jump right into the action and see how this epic matchup goes. We up against one of my teammates, Mr. Gonzalo, Mr. G. So let's go ahead and see how this turns out to be. And my opponent, Gonzalo, was going first. That's why I took back the Cape of Toughness. But here it is, rocking those golden Eternities, and also attaching the energy there. He can thin that hand pretty good. He can get himself that Crobat, attach an air balloon into the probably into the Eternatus in the active, get himself a Crobat, and do more cool shenanigans, and also attach that Tool Jammer into the bench one, so that way he can get more stuff. But no, he's going for the Quillfish. He's gonna get that Quillfish just in case, to deal a little bit of more of extra damage. I was thinking also like a list up in my head with Sableye. We know that Sableye does 64 each damage counter on your opponent. I was trying to play like 4 of those maybe, and just let our opponent take knockouts and get hit by it, so that way and then once it get knocked out, play Raihan and set it up. That was one of the lists, but there it is, and we going. And this hand also doesn't have supporters. Pretty rough, but we will be able to slap my opponent for 60. 3 for an energy, 4. It'll be 40 base plus 20 more because of the powerful energy, and that's a total of 60 damage on that Eternatus. My opponent top decked the Crobat, which will allow him to get more cards. And there it is, putting the Quillfish. We do not want to hit that at all. Let's see if he goes for the he goes for the Crobat, draw a couple more cards, and also he has a Professor's Research, will guarantee him way more cards like the Vmax Eternities. And my opponent also playing, Gonzalo playing here, the Tower of Darkness, which allow him to draw more cards. And since he's playing the Quillfish, he will be able to use the tower at his advantage, so which is pretty good. And also, if you go up against Single Strike or Shifu, you can take full advantage of that tower yourself. And I think he's also playing Umbreon, but no, he's going to pass. And we top deck that lucky Ice Pop. Let's see what else we can get here. We're gonna get another Blissey. We do not need the Dunsper in this matchup because we are not weak to Dark, so that's pretty good. So now all we need is to just, we can take a knockout here. My opponent did not attach energy last turn, which is pretty good. Hopefully he does not have a way to like energy switch that. Let's just hope that's the case. And then we're gonna be doing 3, 6, 77, 8, 90 damage because of the powerful energy. We will be taking a knockout, and then we will be taking 60 damage as punish because of attacking that stinky Quillfish. And let's see what our opponent top decking. Probably another Crobatting hand, Crushing Hammer, discarding the strong powerful energy, which is pretty good. We can get it back, but we will not be able to do that extra damage there. And hopefully, well, there it is, Stadium. We also have a Stadium of ourselves, so if my opponent benches a lot of Pokemon, we will be able to get rid of them, all of them. And Crobat for 3 here. Let's see how good. And there it is, the Hoopa. What else would he has a Dark Energy, which is pretty good. We need to find ourselves our own Crushing Hammers, just to get rid of that. And Marnie is pretty good in this case. Thanks to our opponent, we'll be able to draw more cards, and hopefully We didn't get a supporter out of that, which is pretty bad. All we have is useless. Well, I mean, not that useless. We can use them, to be honest, but that's pretty much about it. And a pass from Gonzalo. We're gonna be attaching that energy. I mean, that cape of toughness into the bench, attaching the strong energy, and then we'll be able to do 3, 6, 7, 8, 90 damage into our that Eternatus. Uh, and it is also rough that our opponent did Marty. We had the counter for that stadium. Unfortunately, we couldn't hold on to it. And another thing that is pretty bad is the fact that we do not have lucky energies. Because if we had lucky energies, we will be able to draw a little bit more cards here. But facing up with Eternities, it is quite rough because my opponent slaps us for 700, 270 damage, which will be a KO on our Blissey's due to the fact that that Eternatus has Tool Jammer in it, and I think that this list that we're playing does not run Tool Scraper. So just because of that, I think we're not gonna be making a good comeback out of this. We have been slapping damage on that baby Eternatus V, but that's about it. We need to deal with that Tool Jammer in our opponent's Vmax. So he will be able to take a knockout here, putting all of our energies in the discard pile. I don't think we have another one in hand. I mean, yes, we do have one more, but we're just going to be poking that Eternatus for 40 damage, which is not quite good. Not quite good indeed. And there it is, the switch. I think the Eternatus has 3 retreat costs. I'm not mistaken. I don't know why he used the switch. He could have just retreated with the air balloon. But there it is, another Eternatus Vmax. I think the V has 2 retreat costs, not that much. But since he wanted to play Crobat, I think he already played that second Crobat is for this turn. So he can be drawing more cards with it. I could be mistaken, but I think that's the case here. But my opponent will be able to knock me out. To be honest, we will have 60. We have 60. But I think he could have taken the damage, the knockout. He does 40 for each. So it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 200, 280. Yeah, he would have been able to knock me out. 280. We'll have 60. And then he has Tool Jammer. So yeah, he could have taken the knockout. So I think that's a misplay from my opponent. So yeah, there it is. Chris letting him know you have Tool Jammer, so you could have been able to knock him out. So yeah. So we buy ourselves a turn. So hopefully with this knockout that we're gonna be taking from Quillfish, we draw a supporter. I don't think so. Don't quite think so. So we're still in a bad situation here. We can't be doing nothing. We can't legit do that much, to be honest, unless we play a Path to the Peak. But Path to the Peak is at the bottom of the deck. We managed to shuffle with the capture energy, but you know. So let's see how. Yeah, he's gonna get another Eternatus V. So that will now. I mean, we already have 120, so it doesn't matter how many he benches. He can also play Marnie, but I don't think that he wants to. Or I think the best option is to bench the Crobat, draw more cards, and I don't know. But still, he takes the knockout. And then we top deck the gear, which is pretty annoying. We don't need it now. We needed it like 3 turns ago. And let's see if we get we got a supporter, which is pretty good. Pretty good indeed. With this, if my opponent would have a full bench, that would have been like super exquisite. With this Stania's Resolve, we will be able to draw 2, 4, 6, 7 cards. To be honest, 7 cards is pretty good. Not gonna lie. Now debating here. I think we can get rid of the pile pad because we don't have that many supporters in the discard pile, so that's pretty good. Yeah. Now it'll be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new cards, and among those 7, we did not get ourselves another Blissey, which is pretty bad. The only thing we can do here is attach the strong energies, but it's not gonna be that much of a difference. We will be only doing 70 damage into this big boy here, and technically all he has to do, if he wants, he can full bench it, have his full bench set up. But the annoying part is that we do not run Tool Scraper in this list, which is, in my opinion, running at least one copy of Tool Scraper in every deck is essential. And I didn't follow my own rules, so it's pretty bad. But yeah, in my opinion, one Tool Scraper in every deck is necessary due to this situation. Obviously, my opponent probably plays more Tool Jammers, but we would have been in a good situation because even with a full bench, my opponent cannot knock me out. But the only thing that the only way that he guarantees the knockout is because of the Tool Jammer, which shuts down our Cape of Toughness. So we we're no longer 300 HP. We only become 250. And that is more than good of a range of it. So, yeah. I think if we would have gotten a supporter early on the turn or early in the game, we would have thinned a little bit more our deck. And there it is, the knockout. I take 1 extra card due to the lucky energy. But that's about it. We have a research in there. We also have a judge, but I think playing Senia's Resolve is a better option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 cards. Look at that. And the ninth, the 9th card was the Blissey. But like I said, right now it's pretty late. We can just play Crushing Hammers. Hopefully it hits, but it doesn't. Pretty bad there, and we do not have more lucky energies. So all Gonzalo needs here is a Boss's Orders and a win. And I think he top decked it. Yeah, he top decks the Boss's Orders, and that will be GG's. And that will be the game for it. Good game there. Again, pretty rough. Same situation as in the first round. Here, we didn't get ourselves a supporter early in the game, and that cost us the game, to be honest. But overall, it was a good matchup, in my opinion. We are able to here showcase the Blissey, see its true potential. With it, I think the Blissey deck is a very good deck. It takes the the first matches that I did with it, the first videos that I did with it, I play up against two Suicune Single Strike and Rapid Strike, and I managed to beat them. But if you dead draw, you are in a bad spot. So it depends on the luck of the draw, to be honest. But it's a good one. Hopefully next week I will be able to, or next week or this week or however, whenever you're watching this video, I bring Blissey back into the local tournaments, and this time you guys will be able to see the Minshin engine, which I think is, I call it turbo because it works pretty fast. But yeah, but that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I did. And remember, as always, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and leave a comment. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.